heartbeat rhythm in the air. Glick's house, a vibrant lair, where melodies entwine and flow. Musicians gather, spirits glow. Rockin' interview, stories shared. Chill hangouts, no time spared. From soulful whispers to a roaring sound, music unites on hallowed ground. Strings and drums in harmony, voices rise in sweet decree. Jawless blend of sonic art, touching souls, a brand new start. Rockin' interview, stories shared. Chill hangouts, no time spared. From soulful whispers to a roaring sound, music unites on hallowed ground. All things music, a vibrant call for one and all to give their all in this sanctuary where dreams ignite. Music's power burning bright. Rockin' interview, stories shared. Chill hangouts, no time spared. From soulful whispers to a roaring sound, music unites on hallowed ground. Glick's house of music, a place to be for every heart, wild and free. Music's embrace, forever strong, a symphony of life all night long.
So what Dad would do with those would be to like fry.
I don't wanna add to all the noise, all the sad girls and angry boys. I just wanna live without all of this. Silence is the enemy, so we live it up, lie and bluff online, hoping our friends see how happy we are. Can't spend time alone, it makes us think, and then we drink to numb reality. Build a fantasy and live through the screen with noise. I don't wanna add to all the noise, all the sad girls and angry boys. I just wanna live without all of this noise. I don't wanna feel like it's a choice, screaming or losing my voice. I just wanna live without all of this noise. This noise. Addicted to the scroll, we gotta see who we wanna be to find some kind of happiness. Nothing is enough. We add to the feed, show the best of us, so the rest of us can look up to our lives and the image that we try to pretend like is all there is. Ooh, noise. I don't wanna add to all the noise, all the sad girls and angry boys. I just wanna live without all of this noise. I don't wanna feel like it's a choice, screaming or losing my voice. I just wanna live without all of this noise.
What's going on, everybody? Let's try that again. Sorry. Wasn't quite ready. I thought I was going to be. Nikki was talking to me, and I was like, quick, scramble, play something. Anywho, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Glick's House of Music, right here on the Nonsensical Network. And if you're not following us, well, go. Jesus, I'm knocking everything around. Go ahead and go do that. We are everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Shows are live Monday through Sunday right here on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And don't forget, you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at all at the Nonsensical Network. Or simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. It's scrolling down there at the bottom of your screen all night long. That's going to have all of our links there. Don't forget, it's also going to have a link to Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. That's where you can get all your nonsensical swag, whether it be shirts, hoodies, cups, sweatpants, stickers. Like, we're going to be doing it all, but you don't have to buy our shit. You got to get whatever you want in all actuality. Nikki can do a little bit of everything. And she's starting to get into the habit of doing more and more as she learns things. So definitely give her a follow, give her a like. She's on Facebook and Instagram, Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. And don't forget, we have a Patreon. Blaze and I will eventually get together and figure out what we're going to put on there. But in the meantime, we do have a Patreon page. It is set up. It is ready to rock and roll. But nonetheless, as Blaze said in the comments, hit that like, smash that subscribe, and flick my bell. Yeah. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. This is why I host a music show, and I'm not a musician because I can't sing. Anyways, no guests tonight. I know sometimes I make it look really easy booking guests, but it's not as easy as you would think it is at the end of the day. What up, Wally? So never fear. I'm still going to do a show. I'm still a music guy. Still got ideas, still got thoughts and whatnot. But I am working, just so you guys know, I am working on some guests. And I'm constantly every day hitting up more and more artists. So, it's just a matter of getting the fish to start biting again. I think I've done a pretty good job as what up, MK? How you doing, brother? Flick, flicks bell. Whoa, hey, easy, gentle. Yes, never fear. Glick is here to save the day. I forgot what I was going to say. Anywho, but in the meantime, it's a little side project that I've been meaning to work on. I just haven't had the time, but I'm going to start putting up some clips of former guests and whatnot like that. So that's something that will be coming up real soon. I got through a whole whopping 2.5 interviews today. Got a handful of clips. So, I'd like to get 1 or 2 clips of each artist that's been on the show. You know what I mean? So, but nonetheless, shout out to Jules and Bree and all the other ladies involved in the Women Rock LA. Sounds like it was a success. So congratulations to them. Looking forward to seeing more Women Rock other places down the road. As you guys know, last week Jules was up here hanging out with me. Oh, it's gonna be Clip Mania. It's gonna be Clip Mania, going across the board. But I'm starting with this show, so I was totally lost my train of thought. Anywho, I did see today. Speaking of former guests, I seen today. Shout out to our boy James Luker. I'm happy to see this. He's got 2 shows booked, one in April and one in June. They're both on a Friday night. One's the 18th of April, and the other one is the 28th of June or the 27th of June, which means more than likely Nikki and I will be taking a trip out, and I'm going to try to plan this one a little bit better, and I'm going to take all my gear with me, and I'm going to set up and pre-record. I did learn how to pre-record, and I'm sure I'll reach out to James, and I'm sure he will have no problem with this, and he will 100% be down with this. But we will pre-record an interview, a pre-show interview, and then as long as he don't mind, I will shoot the show live, or I will shoot the whole show, and then maybe we will sit down, maybe back at his place or something along those lines, and do a little post-show interview so you guys can see a little BTS, quote unquote BTS of a music show. Get to hear what he does pre-show, warm-ups, whatever. Get to see the show, and then that little post-show adrenaline rush. When you're coming down off that high or whatever. Again, I might be a little presumptuous here, but James and I are pretty good friends, and I think he'll be 100% down for it. It's just a matter of locking down which date Nikki and I go. I don't remember how far. It's in Richmond. How far is Richmond from you, Blaze? Right. Get Wally to go out with us, man. We'll make a fucking whole nonsensical trip. Richmond, Indiana. So, but I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow. But no, major shout out to him. That's fucking badass, man. He's got 2 more shows coming up. I'm excited for the kid. He's got the new album, the new music. James is doing some crazy good things, man. And I'm very, very much excited for him. Also, in other news, oh damn. In other news, anybody that's interested in going to Sonic Temple Music Festival, I'm waiting to get a price, depending upon the price, if I don't buy them myself. Our good friends over at Lifted Curse, not Lifted Curse, did I say that right? Oh, excuse me. Lift the Curse, sorry. Lift the Curse. John has 4-day pass, 4-day field VIP tickets that he's going to be selling. So if anybody's interested, like I said, if I don't decide to scoop them up, depending upon what the price is on them, for Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio. I don't know the exact dates. Hell yeah, he is unfortunately, and this is breaking news. I got the message earlier today, and as we are live right now, Sean is messaging me. So, man, you can't beat that 4-day pass, VIP field pass, for Sonic Temple. It's in the old Columbus Crew Stadium in Columbus, and it is a fucking dope ass venue, and the field passes are amazing. What up, motherfucker? Oh, shit, bro. That ain't nothing. It's like an hour longer than what we drove. It's like 3 hours for us. I think it took us 3.5 hours to get there. And then where we stayed, in Richmond's a cool little town. So if you want to come, bring your camera because it'll be warm. Nikki and I already know a couple spots where we can go be touristy at, and you can take some kick-ass pictures. And I know where I'm going if we go back to Richmond. Nikki can just drop me off at the arcade. I got my $8 already ready. I'll be at the arcade if y'all need me. They got this really cool retro arcade in Richmond, Indiana, and it's $8, and you can stay all day long. And they've got the big arcade games. They've got every console that you could imagine. And It's like fucking, it's like fucking heaven for me. The only thing that make it better if you put a kick-ass band in a corner somewhere playing some kick-ass music at the end of the day. But no, Richmond's a really cool little town. Really cool little historical town. So he'll be playing there again, not once but twice. So shout out to James for that. Congratulations, my friend. And it's a quick, easy drive. Straight down 71 or 70. I'm sorry. Straight out 70 for us. What else is going on, man? I've seen our boy Bobby Scott. I just seen that he's got an upcoming show coming up. I didn't see where that was. I should have looked to see where that is. I can't even begin to pronounce the name of that fucking place. Oh, damn it. I just lost it. Fucking Facebook and its bullshit, refreshing shit. So, no, again, like I said, huge shout out to all of the former guests on Glick's House of Music. I constantly see them doing things. They got, our boys Kissing Lilith. Yeah, man, it is hard to keep up with those guys. I don't know. I mean, I know they're doing something. I don't know what they're doing, but it's wild. Yes, and we will be talking about that on Sunday. I guarantee you we're going to be talking about that on Sunday. We're also going to be talking about the Steph Diggs going to the Patriots. So make sure you tune on into Unnecessary Roughness Sunday at 1 o'clock. Yes, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Breaking news. Kelly Osbourne dishes health update on Ozzy Osbourne as they prepare for the final countdown. Kelly has issued a hopeful health update on her beloved father, Ozzy Osbourne, who is battling Parkinson's disease and prepare for the final ever Black Sabbath concert. She also teased how the rocker was feeling as he gears up. His body's not doing what it wants it to do all the time. Of course not. All the drugs, all the alcohol, being a fucking rock star in general. I mean, it takes its toll on your body. Anyways, that's not even. We all know Ozzy is having his ups and downs. But nonetheless, anywho, I advertised this show. Like, I don't really know where I'm going to go with this tonight. I do have a couple articles. I do have a couple things I want to talk about. Something caught my eye in the music world, and then per a conversation, Blaze, that I had last week, and then a conversation we were just having the other day. The old wheels started turning in my head, and I started looking some stuff up. So I got another little fun little article, but I also got some new music for you guys tonight. From some of the artists that have been on this show with me, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play something right now, and I'm going to come back with a little article of should have seen that coming. I'm just saying, in the music world, some people just don't know when to pack it up and go away. But needless to say, I got brand new music. I think we've played it once before, but nonetheless, I'm going to play it again. New music from our good friends over at the Southern Outlaws Band with Watch You Burn. It's newer-ish music. We might have played it once or twice here on the network. it's my show and I can do whatever I want. So, and I'm also thinking about opening the panel up. So anybody who wants to conversate about music or partake in the conversation, and a couple of the articles I have here, you are welcome to come up, but it will stay music. We're not going to go left to center and go off the rails, but nonetheless, I'll be back here in just a few minutes. And here's a little Southern Outlaws band with "Watch You Burn."
Shoot up a crowd, try to have fun. Now the Vegas lights, they won't lose their glow. The band will play and go on with the show. You're gonna get your turn. Yeah, you're gonna get your turn. Son, you're gonna get your turn. Then we're gonna watch you burn. I didn't see. I had friends in your company. I can stack my feet. I can flip a switch. Make that last bullet burst. You son of a bitch. You're gonna get your turn. Yeah, you're gonna get your turn. John, you're gonna get your turn. Then we're gonna watch you burn. To give you pause, or you melt your bombs. Pull the trigger in a synagogue. You're gonna get your turn. Yeah, you're gonna get your turn. Son, you're gonna get your turn. Then we're gonna watch you burn.
We're back. Well, welcome back. That was the Southern Outlaws with "Watch You Burn." Check them out. Go ahead and give them a follow on all social media and wherever you listen to music. And you can literally listen to these guys everywhere, whether it's on the radio, Spotify, wherever. The Southern Outlaws Band. Go ahead and give them a follow, give them a like, and let them know we sent you. My eye is itching like crazy. So, let me run this here by you guys. See what you guys think about this. And like I said, I'm gonna drop the link. We're gonna keep it music talk. We're gonna keep it musically. Yeah. Anyways, we're just gonna stick to music tonight. So you are welcome to come up if you'd like. If not, sit in the cheap seats and enjoy. But nobody has to come on. One of the crazy things about getting older is that means some of our favorite bands or our favorite artists, they too are getting older, and some of them are retiring and leaving the road behind them, so to say. Like quote unquote Ozzy Osbourne. This year is the last year that he's going to be on tour. And he's going out with a bang with Black Sabbath, which is fucking dope. For anybody that is a rock music fan, an Ozzy fan, whatever, they're one of those bands that if you've gotten a chance to see them perform live, it's an amazing show. It's a crazy spectacle, and the music kicks ass. If you haven't, and you do have the opportunity this year, go get your tickets and go out and see them. Aerosmith, I think they've called it quits. I think Bon Jovi has called it quits. Well, that brings me to, and I'm not even the biggest fan of this band. They are a spectacle to see. They put on quite the theatrical event, and they do have a few good songs. I'll give them that. I'm not going to 100% shit on these guys, but Kiss has been toying with their fans' emotions for the last several years. This is our final year. This is our final year. This is our final year. This is our final concert. This is our final tour. Well, we finally had that 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they said, we're done. This is the final hoorah. This is our final show. And for the last 2 years, they've kept to that. Now, you can only keep your word for so long when your front man is Gene Simmons. And Gene Simmons loves money, and Gene Simmons loves taking their fans' money, and Gene Simmons has no shame whatsoever. And anybody who doesn't believe me, go to kissarmy.com and see all the fucking crazy Kiss shit you can buy. Or I think they have fucking coffins. Most bands are selling like, clothing, stickers, koozies, maybe guitar picks, cell phone covers, this, that. These motherfuckers will sell you Kiss toilet paper at the end of the day. Because Mr. Gene Simmons is a money-hungry monster. While the iconic rock band is reuniting less than 2 years after playing their final show. It was only a matter of time at the end of the day. Let's be honest, folks. Anybody who follows music, anybody who follows Kiss, anybody who knows anything about Kiss knows that it was only a matter of time before Gene was out kicking the tires going, we could do one last ride for the 6th time. And people are still going to come see us. Now, I don't think this is a full-blown tour. This is kind of, it sounds like a one-time gig, a one-time thing. Nonetheless, Kiss, the iconic rock band, will reunite for a live show, reversing claims that their 2023 concerts mark their final bow. Headlines, the Unmasked Performances headlines the Kiss Army Storms Vegas event. Is this like a Comic-Con thing for Kiss? Like Kiss Army Invades? Is it Storms? Is this yeah, they do add up, but I think I think Gene's made more than enough money in his career that he should be all right. Same with the other guys at the end of the day. I think they've made quite a bit of money. You remember, Kiss has been around since the 70s? Late 60s, something like that. And they've been popular. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the band. They do have some songs that I really do like. But I'm not rushing out and buying Kiss albums at the end of the day. Never have been. And I've been to one Kiss concert. Like I said, kick-ass show. Theatrical is all get out. You got explosions, you got laser lights, you got smoke, you got the makeup, you got the whole get up in costumes, and it's a crazy show. I didn't pay for the ticket, so to say that it was worth the price of admission, for me, it was more than worth the price of admission for me. I paid a whole 0.00. So, but nonetheless, it was a fun show. I'm just not the biggest Kiss fan. The price of their leather. Yeah, right. Well, again, like I said, I don't think that Well, and I can't speak for the other members of the band. I'm going to speak on Gene here. You go to kissarmy.com, and I don't know if the entire band gets a portion of the sales from their merchandise or what it is, but these motherfuckers will sell you dog shit with a Kiss logo on it if it's going to make them a buck. I'm just saying. They sell everything. Like I said, there's Kiss coffins. I think there was once upon a time Kiss coffee makers, Kiss toilet paper, all the Kiss apparel, all the other, just like if they can put a goddamn Kiss logo on it, they'll sell it. And this goes out to fans of these diehard fans. Beyonce could do it. Taylor Swift could do it. For whatever weird, crazy fucking reason. The Grateful Dead and Fish have fans that follow these guys all over the goddamn world. And, some fan bases are a little bit crazy at the end of the day, and they will buy whatever you sell them, and that will cover the price of your leather or medical bills or any of that stuff as you age and get older at the end of the day. I know, suck it, Gene Simmons. I know. Look, man, I'm just a guy with an opinion. What do I know at the end of the day? However, the Kiss Army Storms Vegas event is set for the November 14th, 16th at the Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. An email to Kiss fans from Kiss, revamped website teased a 3-day extravaganza. Attendees can expect a set from former guitarist Bruce Kulick, joined by special guests, exclusive activities, and more. According to Loudwire, organizers plan to unveil a full schedule soon. Frontman Gene Simmons once dubbed the band's December 2nd, 2023 gig at Madison Square Garden. And if you're going to go out, baby, what a way to fucking go out, man. MSG. I mean, that is man, I would kill to see anything at MSG just to be there. That is a historical venue. I mean, that is a top tier main event location, and that's a hell of a way for Kiss to quote unquote supposedly say, we're done, goodbye. In their final Kiss in Makeup appearance, capping the 4-year end of it was a 4-year end of the road farewell tour, ladies and gentlemen. 4 fucking years, man. It took you 4 years. Come on. Nobody needs 4 years for a farewell tour. Kiss had to lock it. Yeah, man, they really did, man. Their fan base. I've known some Kiss fans. Blaze, I don't know if you ever had a run-in. I can't remember his name. There was a cat on Haps that had a whole room upstairs. He had Kiss goddamn toilet seats, ladies and gentlemen. He had the Kiss dolls. I mean, the guy was a Kiss fan. And I mean, their fans they're eating it up, man. We need y'all to be like that with us. Just eat up our shit. Whatever we fucking put out there, just eat it up and order it. I will gladly give you nonsensical nonsense, toilet paper, toilet seats, whatever. Yeah, right. I can't remember his name. Not that it matters. Yeah, like I said, dude was a Kiss fan, man, and he always had he had the mask and he had the dolls, and he'd be on Haps playing with the dolls, and I'm like, it was weird, bro. Yeah, he was an atheist. Oh shit, that's not good. I got nothing bad about this. I got nothing bad to say about him. Like I was saying, his name doesn't matter because I can say it. Nobody else is gonna know what I'm talking about. That sucks to hear though. Prayers out or vibes or whatever out to his family and whatnot. But yeah, he was one of those guys, man. He was one of those guys that loved Kiss and bought up everything they put out there. And like I said, it took them 4 years, man, and their fans ate that shit up Hey, Dish, every year, man, this is the last year. This is the last year, man. This is the last chance we're going to get to see him. This is the last chance we're going to get to see. Ah, joke's on you, motherfuckers. Farewell Tour Part 2. Here we go. Farewell Tour Part 3. Farewell Tour Part 4. You know. However, speaking to Rolling Stone, he signaled the end of their painted personas, yet Simmons hinted at future reunions with Paul Stanley, Tommy Thayer, and Eric Singer. The announcement follows Simmons' abrupt cancellation of 17 dates with the Gene Simmons Band. 75-year-old rocker dismissed health rumors, vowing that the rescheduling of the shows and refunds are available, blah, blah, blah. So Gene is still performing because he's not out with Kiss. Now he has the Gene Simmons Band, the GSB, if you will. He just said, fuck you guys. It's been a great run, but I'm tired of you assholes, and I'm going to get a new set of assholes and start the Gene Simmons Band because I'm an egomaniac, says the guy who has a show named after him that we are currently watching right now. And I'm still going to go out on the road, and you Kiss fans are going to eat it up, and you're still going to come out, and now I'm going to have a whole new line of GSB merchandise. He's a goddamn fucking genius. He's a goddamn fucking genius, that goddamn Gene Simmons. Is that what? Hold on, is that really what Kiss stands for? Because if that's true, I didn't know that, and I just learned something. Or if you just made that up, well played, sir. Yeah, man, Kiss is wild. Kiss is wild. Gene Simmons is wild at the end of the day. But the band cashing in Kiss fame for its wild costumes, face paint, and over-the-top theatrics boasts a storied legacy. Simmons the Demon, Stanley Starchild, earned Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nods in 2014 alongside original members Ace Frehley, the Space Ace, and Peter Criss, Catman. Over 5 decades, the band moved more than 100 million records, delivering anthems like Rock and Roll All Night, I Was Made for Loving You, which is a song I do like. I'm not mad at the disco Kiss era. I liked I Was Made for Loving You. I do like Detroit Rock City. I do like Dr. Love as well. Last April, Kiss cashed in on selling its catalog, name, and likeness to Pop House Entertainment Group, AB, for $300 million, ladies and gentlemen. The deal aims to spark fresh ventures for the Kiss Army, the band's devoted fan base. The Vegas reunions, yeah. So, I don't know if that means that we could potentially see. So they sold Kiss cashed in selling its catalog, name, and likeness. So I don't know if that means that down the road we could get like a new version of Kiss with like younger people, and they're like, we're Kiss 2.0, and you have 4 new guys that come out and can sing every Kiss song and go on tour as Kiss. That's just fucking wild. But $300 million. I don't think they're hurting for money. Even if they split $300 million between the 4 members, that's still a nice chunk of change in their pockets at the end of the day. No. Oh, it's from, okay, there you go. Movie guy in the building. Save it for Friday. What the hell? I just lost my train of thought. Nikki's message. Yeah. Save it Save it for Music Meets Movies on Patreon. I have no idea what movie that's from, but like I said, that'd be crazy if that's actually what their name stood for at the end of the day. But what else do I have here? Let me do some music. That's what we can do. We can do some music. Some music. Patreon, we can play. I'm just waiting. You and I travel the same highway, my friend. Got new music, man. I got new music. What do we got here? Oh, let's do a little. I was speaking about him earlier. Let's do a little Lift the Curse. I got a brand new song that just came out the other day called Violet Violence. And we'll be right back.
Hands to the sky, nobody has to die. This bullet wasn't meant for you, I implore you not to pray. So wake up, so wake up, so wake up your mind. So wake up, wake up, wake up in time. Our voices so deluded, poison verbiage leaves us all polluted. Life is not about who's wrong or right. When they knock down your door, will you be willing to fight? In your hands is your breath and nothing left to lose. Violence, violence, let it loose. Let it loose. Hands to the sky, situation volatile. Your hopes and dreams through the cries and screams of your orphan inner child. Every breath is unpromised, every chest is a gift. Every road is not in vain in the pursuit of happiness. Life is not about who's wrong or right. When they knock down your door, will you be willing to fight? In your hands is your breath and nothing left to lose. Violence, violence, let it loose. Let it loose.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. I can get down with that. Fucking digging it. I've got clips of it, man. I haven't had a chance to listen to the whole thing yet, man. I can get down with it. Kick-ass fucking songs, man. That's good friends over at Lift the Curse. Check them out. They are everywhere. Lift the Curse, socials, wherever you stream music. Go show them some love. Again, just say, hey, well, Glick's House of Music, Nonsensical Network. They said we should check you guys out. And Glick was right. That guy knows good music. He knows a little bit when it comes to playing some good ass music. At the end of the day. But no. Welcome back to Glick's House of Music, everybody. We are on the Nonsensical Network. Check us out everywhere. bio.link/Nonsensical Network. Shows are live 7 days a week. Don't forget you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at. And don't forget to check out Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. Nikki does all of our merch, all of our swag, but she can also do personalized stuff. You don't even have to buy our stuff. If you want to help support a small business, definitely hit her up. Let her know what she can make for you, and she will get you taken care of and get you all squared away. And knock it off, Suze. And get you what you want and what you need. So, Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner, she's on Facebook and Instagram. But we got a guest. It's a guest-free night tonight. Unfortunately, didn't have a guest lined up, but nonetheless, I still wanted to come in. And there is some new music out there by some former guests of the shows. And there's a few different musical things, music-related things I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of chat about with you guys. Now, I do have the door open for anybody who would like to come in and hang out and talk music. You are more than welcome to, but we're keeping it music. At the end of the day, we are keeping it music and music related. So I seen this article, and just the headline alone caught my attention, and it made me think. They're not 100% wrong. And then I got to reading the article a little bit, and I was like, this makes a lot of sense in actuality. And that's why I say, shout out to the artists that I have on this show. And I'll dive into that a little bit more here in just a second. The article that I came across is, one second here, and we'll do the dinner report for our boy Chris Technician, because that's his deal. We had pork chops, roasted potatoes, and some green beans, and it was delicious. And I'm hoping there's still potatoes left, because when I get done doing this show, I want some more potatoes. Because why? I love potatoes. How about yourself, buddy? What did you do? What's your dinner report, man? But anyway, so this article that I came across, it was very good. This article that I came across, and like I said, I'll come back around to what I said about thanking my guests that come up on this show and being a very important part of the new class of the new generation of music. But the article's why today's music sucks and the decline of good music. A lot of what's in this article is stuff that I have said in the past. And I'm way dumber than these people who wrote this article, because they're writing a professional article, a professional piece, and I'm just some asshole on a podcast with a microphone spouting off his bullshit. But I was right. Validation, motherfuckers. Today's music is created with the intent to sell. I've said this. Not influence. I have said this. That is a key phrase. It is made to sell and not influence. If you go back and you listen to music back in the day, and you listen to artists, and you listen to true songwriters, they want to hit, they quote unquote strike a nerve, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? They want to hit you in the emotions. They want to make you feel something. They want to make you relate with something. The songs today in the music industry classifies as the latest hits are songs that lack quality, density, and abandon what it means to produce authentic and genuine music. That's because back in the day, 3 people would go into a room and write a hit song. Today, you have 60 people in a fucking computer program that auto-tunes, writes lyrics, creates the sound and the beats and everything else, and it's just it's manufactured. It's manufactured. And it's sad to see the music industry go this direction. And I've called it for the last 10 or 15 years or so. It has. You have artists like Beyonce and all these fucking mumble mouth goofy ass rappers that can't form a sentence but can go yeet, yeet, skirt, and then they're fucking blowing up the charts, and they're winning awards that they don't deserve because they're not musicians. They're garbage. They're garbage. And then you got country artists that are out there doing the same shit. You have a formula for country music, and it's in every song. Truck, alcohol, pretty girl, falling in love, or breaking up. You usually throw in a city or state and a body of water. You throw it all together in the country music maker, and you get you a hit song. This is also why I feel that some people say that rock music has also died, because rock music has stayed true to its quote unquote true to its core for the most part, but the new music industry and the way that they operate with their stupid computers and their technology and their formulas have buried rock music. And that's why you see shitty ass fucking bands that are borderline top 40 pop winning rock metal, heavy metal awards, because they're burying the rock industry. I got a lot to say about this subject. But we'll get back into this article here. What it means to produce authentic and genuine music. Due to the unlimited access we now have to music, as well as production through media, releasing music today requires a significantly lower degree of talent than ever before. Beyonce, I'm talking to you, or they're talking to you. One of the way, either way, I'm pointing you out, Beyonce. You are a target in this. And the Bay Hive can suck my dick. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I ain't nobody important. You're not, all you're going to do is give me the clout that I deserve and that I earn, or not that I deserve, but you're going to give me a whole bunch of clout and boost my numbers. And I will be grateful for the Bay Hive or whatever you idiots call yourself that follow Beyonce around. I don't care. I don't know. This has a drastic effect on the music industry and what is considered popular today, and significantly influences how artists now approach releasing new music. So this brings me back to what I said before I started reading this article. Shout out to the artists and the musicians who come on my show, because this is a new generation. This is a new class of musicians who truly enjoy making music, and they make good music, and they write their songs, and they write their music, and they genuinely want to put something good out there for their fans. I've had I've had the conversations with them. I know guys like James Luker. He sits down and he's got his notebook out and he's writing songs, man, and he's writing from the heart. Jules does the same thing. Other artists that are out there, Lift the Curse, they're writing kick-ass fucking songs. Solo, man, we've talked to Solo. He's been on here a couple times, and he said it, man. He writes songs, man, that come from the heart, that are real. They're true stories, man. So we have this new wave of musicians that are coming through, and I hope that they're around, and I'm hoping that they stay true to who they are right now, and they're able to get through this wave of the quote unquote music destruction, destruction of music at the end of the day, because there are some very, very talented artists coming up. and they are doing their damn thing on the social medias and everything like that, hoping to get that big break. But so names like Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, Elton John, Bruce Springsteen, they turned heads and have constantly done so over time due to the lasting impressions they made on the music of artists today, frankly, won't accomplish. Lasting impression they made on music, which is something that the majority of artists today won't even sniff that accomplishment. At the end of the day, nobody's going to remember all the little whatever or little whatever rappers that were out there. Half of them people done forgotten anyways. They're not going to remember your Beyonce's or your Nicki Minaj's or Doja Cat's or Sabrina Carpenter's or your Florida Georgia Lines, your Luke Bryan's. They're not going to remember these artists, man. They're just not. It's going to be one of those fluke moments where somebody's like some classic radio station's playing, some artist, and they're going to go, somebody's going to go, oh shit, man, what the hell ever happened to these guys? Nobody knows and nobody cares. But whether you're a fan or not of Queen or David Bowie or Elton John or Springsteen or Zeppelin or the Rolling Stones or Kiss, for that matter. I was talking about Kiss earlier, not being the biggest fan. They made a lasting impression in the music world that's going to be felt forever. They're not going away. These are bands that were out before I was born. I grew up listening to them. I still listen to them today. My kids listen to them because they made an impression. They made good music. They didn't just want to. I mean, obviously, the end goal is to make money, but as this article said at the very beginning, today's music is created with the intent to sell, not influence. So yeah, like artists, again, turn heads and have constantly done so over time due to the lasting impressions they've made on the music, which is something that the majority of artists today, and I'm repeating this on purpose, frankly, won't accomplish. That vast majority of music that is released today is what I consider transient, says. And the artist, or the written by Alyssa Terreno from Arthur. She says that the vast majority of music that is released today is what I consider transient and only remains popular for days or weeks at a time before we collectively dismiss it and move on. Let TikTok speak volumes for this trend of what music. You hear a song on TikTok and it is fucking everywhere for a few weeks and then it goes away. as Matthew McConaughey once said in some movie I can't remember. It's gone. And once its trendiness goes away, that singer, I've seen the videos. Some random ass fucking musician will do a TikTok and be like, I wrote this song, or I sang this song. You didn't write it. I sang this song. Do you remember me? And do whatever stupid TikTok trendy dance is to the song that is no longer relevant and no longer trendy, and nobody cares anymore. So I've been saying this, man. I've been saying this for a while when it comes to today's music. And this was such a crazy article that I came across just purely by coincidence and started reading it. And man, my fucking hamster wheel just started spinning in overdrive because there's other people out there that feel that have the same opinion and feel the same way that I do. They're just better at using their words than I am, because let's be honest, words are fucking hard, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that. So, but she continues with True music is able to withstand the test of time. These artists of the past have proven capable of doing so, as new generations still appreciate the authenticity and quality of their music. Something I highly doubt generations, decades from now, will be saying about the music being released today. Again, I literally just said that without completely reading ahead. I should have just shut the fuck up and continued reading and let her say it. But I said it. Due to the overpowering technological aspects present in today's music, the quality of these songs has dropped significantly, as almost every song is heavily influenced, if not entirely made, of computerized elements. Again, and with the creation of AI music, and we use it here. We are guilty. We have used it for our intro songs. We will continue to use it for our intro songs. I mean, as much as I would love to ask former guests or guests of Glick's House of Music or whatever to, hey, would you write a song for me? Would you write a song for the network? Would you do this? Would you do that? I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. And I also don't have the money to pay them, which they justly would deserve to be paid to do a song. We have one song that was done for us. It is our Saturday night intro. That was a gift from a very good friend of mine, Rock Lee. You guys know him. You've seen him. He's been on this show. That was a gift from him to me for the show, and I'm very grateful for that. But hashtag bring back MTV Unplugged. Amen to that, brother. But yeah, and AI, man, AI music is every motherfucking jerk off on the planet thinks he's a songwriter now, because he can put 6 little words into an AI generator and it pumps out a song. And for the most part, all the songs kind of sound a little bit similar if you put your ear to them and you listen. They all sound pretty damn similar and very generic, but they work for us here on the network and for what we do, because it's sick and tired of getting copyright strikes. Whereas in the past, the mastery of musical instruments was largely what it meant to be a successful musician. Although there is still a significant degree of competitiveness in the music industry, anyone today is capable of uploading a song online and gaining recognition. However, throughout time, recording and production costs meant the degree of the a lot of stuff I've already said. She has said in this article. She continues, various mainstream media platforms, most significantly TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, just said it, play a consequential role in why the quality of music has declined so dramatically over time. Not only does everyone on a global scale have the means to upload songs through these apps, but successful artists now must cater to what will become popular on these platforms. And it is evidence artists are releasing music solely to play into the popularity on apps like TikTok, and the quality of their music is suffering. Not only that, but a study conducted by the Spanish National Research Council, and I'm skipping ahead because a lot of stuff is stuff I've already said. Excuse me. A study conducted by the Spanish National Research Council in 2012 found by running modern pop songs through various algorithms that the tone, quality, and pitch of songs have declined drastically over time, meaning most pop music now sounds the same. And it does. And it's sad. Despite the popularity, the quality of the music that is released and considered marketable today is undeniably on an entirely different level than in the past. And artists can now get away with releasing extremely low quality music while making a profit. These songs lack the individuality, creativity that once made or broke a song. And because of this, Uh, pop music as a whole is horribly repetitive and expected. The 80s produced some of the greatest music in the world will ever know. Those impressions are timeless despite, and I've said this a million times about 80s music. I fucking love 80s music, whether it's pop, whether it's rock, whether it's country, whether it's hair metal, whether it's glam rock, whether it's rap or hip hop or R&B or whatever, man. The 80s had it on lock when it came to music, man. And now granted, the 80s also had newer technology that they were experimenting. If you got into the synth, the synth wave, the electronica, this and the other, but they were still creating music with it. Fucking, if you watch the movie, here you go, Blaze, movie guy. If you watch Revenge of the Nerds, they had a whole fucking synth band, man. It was crazy. I think they entered a talent show or they played at a prom or college dance, or I don't know. I can't remember. I watched Revenge of the Nerds like once or maybe twice at the end of the day. But yeah, man, it's wild. Artists today simply are not going to achieve that status or leave a lasting impression on the future generations the same way that groups like the Beatles, Queen, Pink Floyd, and the Rolling Stones have. And the music industry will likely never produce artists of this caliber again. I beg to differ. I think there is a ton of artists out there in the world today that are creating music that is genuine, that is authentic, that does leave an impression. And shout out to a lot of these artists that are now doing it independently, and they're not joining a label because they don't want to do what the record label tells them to do. And they are doing their own thing, and they are making good music, and they're writing good lyrics, and they're writing songs that could potentially be around 30, 40 years from now. But it's up to us, people like me, and people like you guys, to support these bands and push their music and play their music and say, man, bring us the Southern Outlaws, or bring us Jewel in the House, bring us Women Rock Lexington, Kentucky, bring us Women Rock Richmond, Indiana, Women Rock Columbus, Ohio. We want to, that's, and it also takes these artists that continue to do what they do and continue to be passionate about their art and be passionate about what they're writing and want to relate and want to tell a story and want to make good music. So that's what I said at the very beginning of this. Shout out to the guests that I've had on this show so far. You guys are the next generation of good music. You guys are the next generation of legends, in my opinion. And you guys, at the end of the day, there's a whole article of something that I've been saying for years now. You guys get to ride in on your big, magnificent white horses and save the day and save music for genuine music lovers out there. So not only was it a little way for me to rant and vent and rave about the where today's music sits, but there's also a way for me to shout out former and future guests on Glick's House of Music, because I truly do believe that you guys are the next generation of great musicians. Stay true to who you are, stay true to what you do, and don't become an asshole behind a computer screen typing out bullshit. Oh, they haven't changed. They're the same. I was never a big fan, but nonetheless, I digress. They were all right for what they were the first time I see them. But like for instance, I'm going to take a little bit of break. I'm going to take a fucking breather. Like for instance, a good friend, one Mr. Zay Grassley, is a new song from him, came out about a week or two back with maybe a couple weeks ago. Zay Grassley with Animal. And I'll be right back.
I'm an animal.
I got 20 on my feet.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Gypsy on the rise, baby. Carolina bird dog. Climbed up out that muddy, baby. Country rapping rock star. Country rapping rock star. Country rapping rock star. I put the game in the headlock. Cut my grass, seen the pythons. Came up swerving 80, baby, I was serving. All I know is get it gone. I was raised a gypsy cowboy. Little hood, little country. All I know is get the money. Break it down like an onion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got my truck and my dog and my gun. Country boy from the slum. Doubled up off a crumb. 2 years in the state. 12 years, 10 months in the Fed. Daddy set me up, left me for dead. Yeah. Yeah. And they wonder why I don't have no cares in the world. I'm a gypsy, baby, I've been alone since birth. Ain't nobody really love me, my heart really hurts. My heart really hurts. I'm an animal, let me off the leash, now I'm about to eat. Killer cases been sleeping on me. I'm from the 7, the 0, and the 4. I put on boots and come straight through the door. I'ma walk right through the door. A country rapping rock star they ain't never seen before. A gypsy on the rise, baby, Carolina bird dog. Climbed up out that muddy, baby, country rapping rock star. Country rapping rock star. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Gypsy on the rise, baby, Carolina bird dog. Climbed up out that muddy, baby, country rapping rock star. Country rapping rock star. Country rapping rock star. Say I don't know what this country gonna do, but I know one thing, that this is the life for me. Baby, I'm country thuggin'. Baby, I'm country thuggin'. Baby, I'm country thuggin'. Baby, I'm country thuggin'. Say I don't know what this country gonna do, but I know one thing, that this is the life for me. Baby, I'm country thuggin'. Baby, I'm country thuggin'. Baby, I'm country thuggin'. Baby, I'm country thuggin'.
Little Zay Grassley, Gypsy Outlaw, South Carolina's own. Shout out to Zay. Check him out. Give him a follow, guys. He is everywhere on them socials. And once again, let him know we sent him. We sent you. We sent you. It ain't that hard. He has a style of his own, man. Not really rap, not really country, not hip hop. No, it's not hip hop. Trust me. We had that discussion. It is not. It's just whatever you want to call it, man. He's just doing music. Excuse me. Anywho, welcome back to Glick's House of Music. Appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Appreciate y'all checking it out. Don't forget, Chatter's Box is open. The door is also open. If you want to come up and talk a little music, you are welcome to. The link is in the chat. You might have to scroll up and find it, depending on where you're watching. But we're gonna keep it music related. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna try not to go too far off the rails. But nonetheless, sorry, I was on my little high horse and my little rant there. The last segment. But man, yeah, man, I just feel some sort of way about that. As a music lover, I truly am disappointed with where music is going these days, and where it, the road it's been going down for the last several years. It's disappointing, man. Thank God for all them old classic songs and musicians that are out there, and we can always go back and listen anytime. Spotify, YouTube, whatever, man. If you could think of an old classic song, you just fucking type it in the old Google box, and you can hear it anytime you'd like. But nonetheless, I am going to get off my high horse on that one. You guys can go back and listen to it if you missed it. Or not, at the end of the day. Or not. It's okay. I was going to say something. I got something a little bit lighter, but that's a bold-faced lie at the end of the day. Last week Blaze was up here, and we conversed. We did a little Glick and Blaze's mixtapes, and or mixtape, and we were conversating about it's just a small little article, music that was inspired by serial killers. Now I'm not diving into that world because that is something totally different that will happen at another time and on another platform. At the end of the day, it won't happen here on these fine platforms that we're on: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. This might be another extended show discussion down the road, but I was having a conversation, and let's be honest, I don't talk to a lot of people, so Blaze is usually my guy. And we talk a lot. And yesterday we were talking music related, and that got me thinking, man, there are a lot of songs that are based in truth, inspired by historic events, inspired by a historic time frame that we live in. You go back and you go back in history and you think about bluegrass and folk music or slave music. They're songs that revolved around the time period and things that were happening and things that were going on. One of the songs that we talked about was "You'll Never Leave Harlan Alive." Shut up, Wally. Yeah, blues. The blues, man. That song, I don't know who originally sang it. I don't know how many times it's been redone and covered. But that's about working in the coal mines and dying in the coal mines. And that was a true life thing in Harlan County, Kentucky back in the day. Most people did not get out of Harlan County alive because they spent their life working in the coal mines, and that's where a lot of them, unfortunately, they died as well. The blues, you bring up the blues. Robert Johnson and the Crossroads. Robert Johnson went down to the Crossroads and he sold his soul to the devil to be one of the best guitar players ever. I do love me some Robert Johnson. And if Robert Johnson sold his goddamn soul to the devil to be one of the best bluesmen to ever play the guitar, fucking right on with you. There's an old saying that says Zeppelin sold their soul to the devil. BB King, yeah, like I said, I mean, the list goes on and on. But, and then on the flip side of the coin, you have musicians who write songs that were inspired by real world events. Music meets history, so to say. And again, I could go down this rabbit hole for hours upon hours. And like I said, you might see it on our Patreon page. Go subscribe. Patreon, Nonsensical Network. Just $1. But I do want to dance around with this a little bit tonight. I got 14 songs here. I'll do a couple. Then we'll play another. I still got a couple new songs here. I'm going to try to get out of here in 2 hours. Got one or two more new songs here. I'd like to get them played. So we'll do a couple. We'll do a couple songs, and play a song, come back and cover a couple more. I'm gonna try to get through these 14 songs on the list. But man, there are lists that are long as can be, man. So trust me, this is barely the tip of the iceberg at the end of the day. But coming in number one is Sunday Bloody Sunday by YouTube. Sunday Bloody Sunday by YouTube is or YouTube. YouTube is one of the most powerful protest songs in rock history, and it's inspired by the tragic events of January 30th, 1972 in Derry, North Ireland. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. On that day, British soldiers opened fire on unarmed civil rights protesters, killing 14 people, and what became known as Bloody Sunday. U2's frontman Bono wrote the lyrics as a response to the senseless violence, expressing the band's horror and frustration. The song-driven rhythm, led by Larry Mullen Jr.'s militaristic drumming, adds to the urgency of the message, while the Edge's sharp, stinging guitar works to amplify the sense of anger and pain. That is a great song off of a great album, and I'm not even the biggest U2 fan, but it is a good song. Bono's lyrics, particularly the lines, broken bottles under children's feet, bodies strewn across the dead-end street, vividly describe the chaos and brutality of the event. The song's chorus, how long must we sing this song, reflects the band's plea for peace and end to the cycle of violence in Northern Ireland. Despite its heavy subject matter, Sunday Bloody Sunday became one of U2's most popular songs and is often performed at their concert, where it continues to resonate with audiences around the world and a call for justice and nonviolence. And I like this article that I found this on. It's from Woke Waves. It's a website, and at the end of each one of these, they have the historical content. So they have Bloody Sunday, January 30th, 1972, in Derry, Northern Ireland, 14 killed, many more injured, and the impact increased tensions in Northern Ireland's trouble. Again, do yourself a favor. I can't play these songs on here because of the copyright, but if you've never heard the songs before, or if you're not familiar with the events and you're curious, go ahead and go listen to the songs. Listen to the songs. While you're listening to the song, do a little Google search of the events, and educate yourself a little bit. It's kind of crazy. This one happened right here in my own backyard. I am familiar with this one, and it is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young with Ohio, in response to the Kent State shootings. Kent State is a college right here in Ohio. Kent State University. And basically, on May 4th, 1970, a tragic event that shocked the nation on that day during a protest against the Vietnam War, or Vietnam War, however you want to say it. National Guard troops fired on unarmed college students at Kent State in Ohio, killing 4 and wounding 9 others. The incident became a symbol of the deep division and unrest in the United States during the Vietnam era. Those of you that are familiar with American history and are familiar with the Vietnam War, obviously there was a lot of people who felt we had no business being there. There were people that felt we did have business being there. But the overwhelming majority, it seemed like, from what I've learned and what I've read, the overwhelming majority of people felt that we had no business to be there. And when our soldiers came home, they were treated as villains, murderers, baby killers, just pretty lower than dirt, man. They really were. And at the end of the day, they were just doing a job. Whether you want to say it's right or wrong, that's not for me to say. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but unfortunately, the Vietnam War was definitely not a very good conflict or a war for Americans to stick their fucking noses into at the end of the day. And again, music show, so I'm not going to dive too much into that world. But Neil Young, deeply affected by the images of the shooting published in Life magazine, quickly wrote Ohio to capture the anger and grief felt by so many. The song was recorded and released just weeks after the event. A rapid turnaround that underscored its immediacy and urgency. The lyrics, particularly the repeated line, 4 dead in Ohio, served as a stark reminder of the lives lost and the brutality of the government's response. The song's raw energy and unpolished sound add to its emotional impact, making it one of the most powerful protest songs of the 1970s. This song was huge for Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. And it still remains to this day a very big song and a very popular song. Ohio became the anthem for anti-war movement and a rallying cry for those opposed to government oppression. Its legacy endures, and as a reminder of the cost of political violence and the importance of standing up for peace and justice. Again, Kent State shootings, May 4th, 1970, Kent State University in Ohio. 4 students were killed and 9 were wounded, and the impact basically intensified the opposition to the Vietnam War. So, I mean, it did not make things any better when we had soldiers in our own backyard killing American citizens for protesting a war that we felt we had no business being in. I mean, it's kind of wild at the end of the day. Anyways, move on here to number 3. I'll get this one out of the way, and then we'll play a song, and we'll come back and we'll continue. So we got Bob Dylan on the list. Coming in at number 3, Bob Dylan's Hurricane is a powerful narrative. A song that tells the story of Reuben Hurricane Carter, a black boxer wrongfully convicted of murder in 1966. Again, check this out. This is kind of a crazy story. And again, it's in an era where it's not always 100% right the way things were handled. Anyways, Carter was accused of a triple homicide in Paterson, New Jersey, and despite weak evidence and questionable witness testimonies, he was sentenced to life in prison. Dylan, moved by Carter's autobiography and the injustice of his case, co-wrote Hurricane with, man, I know how to say his name, and I'm going to fuck it up. Jacques Levy. Oh, I think I nailed it. In 1975, to bring attention to the wrongful conviction and the broader issues of racial injustice within the American legal system. The song is structured like a long, detailed story, and it is. It's a wild. The way they wrote it, it's really cool. It's Bob Dylan. You know, it's Bob Dylan being Bob Dylan at the end of the day. So the song is structured like a long, detailed story with Dylan's signature folk rock style driving the narrative forward. He paints a vivid picture of the crime and the subsequent trial, highlighting the racial prejudice and the corruption that led to Carter's conviction. The lyrics express Dylan's outrage at the injustice with lines like, "The man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done," emphasizes the unfair treatment Carter received. Hurricane became a rallying cry for Carter's supporters and helped raise public awareness about his case. In 1985, nearly 2 decades in prison, Carter's conviction was overturned largely due to the effort of activists and the spotlight of Dylan's songs provide. Again, check these songs out, guys. And while you're listening to these songs, go ahead and do a little Google search on the event. The event was Reuben Carter's wrongful conviction in 1966. Location was Paterson, New Jersey. The conviction was overturned 19 years later, man. So homeboy sat in jail for 19 years for something he didn't do. And it highlighted racial injustice in the U.S. legal system. So we were in an era of very high racial tensions in America. And this was one of those, maybe it's a small movement, maybe it's a big movement, maybe it wasn't very impactful for civil rights, but nonetheless, it was a civil rights victory at a time where things were still kind of high and tensions were pretty high nonetheless. As I said, I'm gonna play a little music because there's a couple new songs that I still want to get out here and I want to get them played. Got brand new music from our guy Matt James, who is currently Blacktop Mojo, lead singer of Blacktop Mojo. Matt James got it, but anyways, Blacktop Mojo is doing a UK tour. I don't think they're home yet. But congratulations to those guys and shout out to those guys. Maybe when they get back home, maybe they'll take a little break and maybe I can pull a couple strings and have them come up and say, how you doing? And hang out with me for a little bit right here. But here's a little Matt James with Bad Guy. It's one of his newer solo songs.
Thought I could prove them wrong this time. You're not the type of girl they said you were. It didn't take me long to find that they were right, and that's what hurts the most. They know me better than I know myself. I see from both sides now how it all goes down. You make me out to be the bad guy. No matter what I do, it's not enough for you. Even though we both know that I tried everything I could. I knew you would. Paint that picture with those sad eyes, like I was out there running around, burning down this town. I should've listened when they said you'd make me out to be the bad guy. I keep hearing it from everyone that I'm a dog and I ain't worth the shit. Yeah, I knew right then it was time to call it quits. I see from both sides now how it all goes down. You make me out to be the bad guy. No matter what I do, it's not enough for you. Even though we both know that I tried everything I could. I knew you would. Paint that picture with those sad eyes, like I was out there running around, burning down this town. I should've listened when they said you'd make me out to be the bad guy. I should've listened. I should've listened. I see it from both sides now, how it all goes down. You make me out to be the bad guy. No matter what I do, it's not enough for you. Even though we both know that I tried everything I could. I knew you would. Paint that picture with those sad eyes, like I was out there running around, burning down this town. I should've listened when they said you'd make me out to be the bad guy. I should've listened when they said you'd make me out to be the bad guy. I should've listened. I should've listened.
Yeah, that man can sing a fucking phone book, and I'm there for it at the end of the day. Matt James, lead singer of Blacktop Mojo. Check him out, show him some love. Definitely worth a listen, man. These guys make some absolute killer fucking music at the end of the day. Welcome back to Glick's House of Music. Bio.link/Nonsensical Network. It's scrolling down there at the bottom of the screen. It's got all of our links there. Go ahead and give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share. Greatly appreciate that. And if you're watching this replay, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to drop a like, drop a comment. It helps us in the algorithms. And if you like what we're doing here, it's one hell of a way to support us, and it's free. And also make sure you guys check out Beauty and the Beard excuse me, Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. She's on Facebook and Instagram. She does all of our merch, all of our swag, and she can get you everything and anything you'd like. And you don't even have to get our stuff, man. If you want something personalized, just let her know what you want, and she'll get you taken care of. She does our stuff. She does her son's company, and she does my broster's paranormal investigation crew, all their swag, all their apparel, man. She does everything for them. So give her a follow, give her a like. Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner on Facebook and Instagram. Her link is on our bio link as well. So anyways, so we're gonna jump right back into this. As I said, speaking of music, we're talking about music that was inspired by real events, real world events, and we're jumping right back in. Number 4 here is Billy Joel. Maybe one day Billy Joel and I will make up. We had a little falling out. You know, it is what it is. It's all right. I can forgive. I won't forget, but I can forgive if he wants to make up and get back on the same page together. I can squash that beef. I'm just saying, we're all grown. We don't have to carry grudges in our life. Billy Joel's like, I don't know who the fuck this asshole is, but you know what you did, Billy Joel. Nonetheless, Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire" is a whirlwind tour through history covering significant events, people, and cultural phenomena from 1949 to 1989. The song was inspired by a conversation Joel had with a friend about how every generation feels its era is the most turbulent. To demonstrate that the world has always been fraught with challenges, Joel wrote the song lists historical events chronologically, starting with his birth year in 1949. Each verse mentions a major occurrence from political upheavals and wars to cultural shifts and scientific advancements. The song's rapid-fire delivery mirrors the constant flow of historical events, underscoring the idea that history is a continuous, unstoppable force. Despite the seemingly chaotic jumble of references, Joel's message is clear. No one generation is responsible for the world's problem. As the song refrains, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning. Suggest "We Didn't Start the Fire" became a major hit, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it remains one of Joel's most iconic songs. It is often used as an educational tool to introduce younger audiences to significant moments in the 20th century history. Which, if you're going to listen to this song, pull up the lyrics so you can catch every reference that he makes, because he does fly through the references, man. It is fast. It comes and it hits hard. However, as I said, time frame is from 1949 to 1989. So 40-year coverage. And major events: Cold War, Vietnam, Civil Rights Movement, space race, and it offers a snapshot of the 20th history. Now, if you listen to that song and you like it, check out Fall Out Boy's remake of "We Didn't Start the Fire," and it covers from 1989 up to 2023. And it's pretty cool, man. Shout out to Fall Out Boy. I know some people may or may not like Fall Out Boy, may or may not like that genre of music. Fall Out Boy is a phenomenal band. I happen to be a fan. I think they make great music. They make some cool ass fucking music videos. And they did a really cool job of reimagining "We Didn't Start the Fire." I guess you could call it a reimagining, because it does cover from 89, where Billy Joel left off, right up to 2023, when the song was released. So pretty fucking cool. Coming in number 5 here, we got "Zombie" by the Cranberries, which was redone not too long ago by Bad Wolf. Fucking name just slipped my head for a minute. "Zombie" by the Cranberries is a haunting protest song written in response to the IRA bombing in Warrington, England in 1993, which resulted in the deaths of 2 young boys, Jonathan Ball and Tim Parry. The band's lead singer, Dolores O'Riordan, sorry about that, was deeply affected by the tragedy and wrote "Zombie" as a response to the senseless violence and the ongoing conflict in Northern Ireland known as the Troubles. The song's powerful lyrics express anger and frustration at the cycle of violence that had plagued the region for decades. This is the second song on the list that revolves around the issues going on in Northern Ireland. Obviously, anybody with half a brain cell that works knows what's, the situation and the history of Northern Ireland and England and that whole fucking mess up there. And if you don't, listen to U2 Sunday Bloody Sunday, listen to the Cranberries Zombie, and just hit the Google box. Google that shit, as the French say. Zombie stands out with its heavy grunge influenced sound, a departure from the Cranberries' earlier softer work. Dolores's raw vocal delivery, particularly in the chorus where she repeatedly wails, "In your head, they are fighting," captures the anguish and despair felt by those affected by the violence the song's title refers to as the mindless nature, where generations of hatred and violence seem to continue without end. Zombie became an international hit, resonating with listeners who shared the band's desire for peace and an end to the bloodshed. The song remains a powerful anti-war anthem and a reminder of the human cost political conflict. And I believe, now I might be wrong, but I'm almost pretty positive here. In this the remake that the Bad Wolves did of Zombie, I think they updated some of the lyrics. So again, not necessarily a cover, more of a reimagining. I could be wrong, but I think I read that somewhere, or I don't know. But I know I heard it somewhere. Either way, but it's kind of a cover / reimagine. They changed some of the lyrics. Got Bruce Springsteen's "Born in the USA," man. "Born in the USA" by Springsteen is often misunderstood as a patriotic anthem. I am guilty of that myself. This is news to me. But is in fact a critical commentary on the treatment of Vietnam War veterans and the struggles they face upon returning home. Released in 1984, the song tells the story of a working-class American who goes to fight in Vietnam only to return to a country that offers little support and recognition for his sacrifices. I wasn't aware of that, and I gotta say, I kind of feel like a little bit of an asshole. The lyrics reflect the disillusionment and alienation felt by many veterans, with lines like, "Got in a little hometown jam, so they put a rifle in my hand," highlighting the limited options available for those from working class backgrounds. Man, that draft came through and it was no joke. And there was a lot of cats that it wasn't even the draft. There was a lot of cats that would get into a little bit of trouble, get into a little bit of mischief, if you will. And the judge said, "You can go to jail or you can go enlist. The choice is yours, son." No. Smart person's going to go, "I'm going to go join the army. I don't want to fucking go to jail. I don't want that on my record. I don't want my family to my family name to be ran through the dirt because I'm an idiot. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump on over here and go enlist." Bada bing, bada boom. See you later. Off to Vietnam you go, baby. Go on now. Have fun, sucker. Not a joking matter. It's just, the song's anthemic sound, featuring pounding drums and soaring melody, contrasts with its somber message, leading to widespread misinterpretation of its meaning. Despite this, "Born in the USA" became one of Springsteen's most popular songs, and its iconic cover image of Springsteen in the front of an American flag only added to its patriotic perception. However, the song's true power lies in the ability to critique American society while still invoking a sense of pride and belonging, making it a complex and enduring piece of music that resonates on the. Again, I am guilty. I did not realize that that's what that was. I thought it was a patriotic song, man. I am just as fucking guilty, and I hope other people out there can go, you know what? Yeah, me too. Don't be that guy and go, I knew what it was about. Bitch, you don't even know the lyrics. Shut the hell up. You don't even know who Bruce Springsteen is. Tell me you know what it is. This song, I love this song. What a great song. Bruce is woke. Bruce is woke. Son of a bitch, I'm not listening to Bruce Springsteen no more. That woke motherfucker. Get him out of here. Get him out of the country. This is a great song, man. This next one, this is a great song. And Don McLean really hit, man. He really fucking hit it on this one. And this is American Pie. It is about the day the music died, February 3rd, 1959. Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper died in the plane crash. And not only that, but it also speaks of cultural shifts in the 50s and 60s. And I'm just, this is just off the top of my head because it's such a great song. And it really, man, it is a very powerful song. Fucking love it. And basically what it does, the day the music died, man, it was the end of an era. It was the end of an era of early rock and roll in American history because three of our biggest rock stars all went out at one time in a plane crash. I don't really think there's much more I can say about that, but American Pie by Don McLean, nostalgic reflection on the changes in American culture and music, inspired by the tragic plane crash 1959, February 3rd, that killed rock and roll legends Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper. This event, known as the Day the Music Died, serves as a central theme, symbolizing the end of early innocent days of rock and roll and the beginning of a more complex era. McLean's lengthy lyrics are filled with symbolic references to various events and figures from the 60s and 70s, making the song a rich tapestry of American cultural history. The song's chorus, bye, bye, Miss American, bye. Drove my Chevy to the levee, and the levee was dry. Okay, not a singer, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason why I host podcasts. But evokes a sense of loss and nostalgia as McLean mourns the passing of a simpler time. The verse, which is reference everything from the Beatles and Bob Dylan to counterculture and the political unrest, offer a bittersweet commentary on the changes America underwent during this period. America Pie became an instant classic upon its release in 1971, reaching number one on the Billboard Hot 100 and cementing McLean's place in music history. The song's enduring appeal lies in the ability to evoke powerful emotions, memories, and making it a timeless tribute to the evolution of American culture. It's a great fucking song, man. And like I said, to just lose three absolute legends, and they weren't legends at the time, but to lose three legends in one moment, in one horrific accident. Not only that, but also, as they said in this article, the American culture was changing and things were happening, and there was a lot of shakeup. So, and you got three guys from three different backgrounds. Anybody who's ever seen La Bamba, oh no, his brother was out there. Richie! What a great movie. What a great movie, man. And then there are a lot of songs written about the Vietnam War now, ladies and gentlemen. And Creedence Clearwater Revival, CCR, they did Fortunate Son. Basically, it was Vietnam War. It was about the draft. It was about the Vietnam War draft and the inequality in who was drafted versus who could avoid the service. It was released in 1969, man, right in the middle of the Vietnam protests and every damn thing else going on. It's an anti-war anthem. Basically, you know, if you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth or your mommy and daddy had money, they could ship your ass out. There's been some presidents that caught a little beef and caught a little, maybe they went off to Canada during the draft to get away. So they were draft dodgers, and that was frowned upon, man. But Fortunate Son, CCR is a powerful protest song that critiques the inadequacies, of Vietnam War draft, released in 1969 during the time. The lyrics express frustration of working class Americans who were drafted into war, while wealthier individuals could avoid service through various means. The chorus, "It ain't me, it ain't me, I ain't no senator's son," highlights the disparity between those who had to fight and those who could evade the draft. There have been a lot of very influential people. I did say presidents, but there's also been some other influential people, quote unquote influential people, that have been accused of draft dodging. Did it hurt their careers or hurt their whatever? Probably not too much. It's just one of those ugly blemishes that you wear. It's like a scarlet letter, so to say. A song's driving rhythm and John Fogerty's gritty, man. Shout out to John Fogerty. What a great fucking voice. Wokey woke Bruce Springsteen back again with The Rising. The Rising is a song about September 11th. That is a tribute to first responders, especially the firefighters. Came out in 2002 during the recovery period, and the legacy, and it became an anthem of hope and resilience. I don't recall this song, to be 100% honest with you. So lyrics, the Rising became a symbol of hope, resilience, and collective spirit of recovery in the face of unimaginable loss. The lyrics, "Come on up for the rising, come on up, lay your hands in mine," encouraged unity and healing and resonated with the nation still reeling from the attacks of 9/11. The Rising became the title track of Springsteen's 2002 album, which was critically acclaimed for its exploration of themes related to 9/11 and its aftermath. There you go, man. The Rising by Springsteen. Oh, woke Springsteen, man. But nonetheless, "Gotta Change Is Gonna Come" by none other than Mr. Sam Cooke, great musician. The lyrics, "It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come," expresses both the deep pain of enduring injustice and hope for a better future. Cooke's soulful voice and the song's orchestral arrangement created a powerful and emotional listening experience. Cooke was inspired to write "A Change Is Gonna Come" after being denied entry to a whites-only motel in Louisiana. The song goes down to the civil rights movement, the 50s and 60s, and is inspired by Sam's own experiences with racism. Came out in 1964, just before Sam's death, and an anthem of the civil rights struggle. Yes, it was 100% an anthem. Coming in number 11 on this list is "When to Change" by Scorpions, and I love this fucking song. This is the end of the Cold War. The key event was the fall of the Berlin Wall, and it came out in 1990 during Germany's reunification, the anthem of peace and freedom in Europe. The 1990 the song captures the sense of hope and optimism that accompanied the reunification of Germany and its broader movement towards democracy in the Eastern Bloc. The lyrics, "The world is closing in. Did you ever think that we would be so close, like brothers?" reflect the newfound unity and freedom that many people in Europe were experiencing for the first time. Not to mention the song had an iconic whistle intro and soaring melody, and it makes it an instant hit. Scorpions, severely underrated 80s, 90s band with some kick-ass music, and Winds of Change is one of those songs. And again, it's based in history. The Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. Is the sinking of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald on November 10th of 1975 in Lake Superior in U.S./Canada. The 29 crew members that were lost, and it memorializes one of the Great Lakes' worst disasters. It is kind of a haunting lyrically and musically, but it does create a narrative of what happened that day. Pearl Jam comes in at number 13. The suicide of Jeremy Wade Dell, January 8th, 1991, at Richardson High School in Texas, USA. It focuses on mental health and youth violence, and it raised awareness of the impact of bullying on social media. And that is Jeremy by Pearl Jam. And we all know Jeremy. We've all heard the song probably a million times. And it is based on Jeremy Wade Dell, a high school student who took his own life in front of his classmates in 1991. The song's haunting lyrics and intense music, the video explore themes of alienation, bullying, struggles faced by young people. And then last on this list is Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday. It is Jim Crow South, early 20th century, and it focuses on lynching and racial violence. Writer Abel Meeropol, poem written in 1937, became the anthem of civil rights. So there's a Jewish teacher and activist. The song's chilling lyrics describe the sight of African Americans hanging from trees in the South, metaphorically referred to as strange fruits. Holiday first performed the song in 1939. So yeah, like I said, Billie Holiday was Strange Fruit, and it was originally a poem by Abel Meeropol. So check it out, listen to the music, see if you like it, what you think, all that fun jazz. And ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I can't believe it, but we are right at that 2-hour mark, and I don't know how I just did this 2 hours of me just rambling and yambling on, but do appreciate all who was hanging out, listen. Anybody that listened to the replay, drop a like, drop a comment, definitely help us out in the algorithm. Tune in tomorrow night. I'm going to be back with What the Fuck News. I'm shooting it solo, just like I shot it tonight. We'll see what happens. Well, as far as I know, I'm shooting tomorrow night solo. We'll see how it goes. What the Fuck News, 7 p.m. Eastern time. If it's in the news and it makes me say what the fuck, I'm going to talk about it. This is Glick's House of Music right here on the Nonsensical Network. Tune in 7 days a week. Check out all the shows. Follow us on bio.link. All of our links are there. And make sure you follow Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. And I'm trying to hit this under 2 hours so I can clip clips.
Nonsensical Network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning